Hey Adam, guess what?
What?
The champ is here!
I'm sorry, Tim. You're gonna have to hand me the pay-per-view belt because.
Okay.
Would you like to know why?
Why?
Because the champ is actually here.
Well, that's nice, Adam. I just have one question for you.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new episode of As the Buckle Turns. I'm Adam.
I'm Tim, and the champ is here!
No, you are not the champ.
Well, I had the belt right now, so...
Yeah. That's because you do actually own it.
Yes.
But we're running over the results for WWE Evolution, the first ever women's pay-per-view.
Hey, Adam.
The first ever women's pay-per-view.
Shine has done that before.
The first ever women's pay-per-view.
Shimmer has done it.
The first ever women's pay-per-view.
Okay, let's not doing this all night long. The first women's pay-per-view.
Thank you very much,
And
Stephanie
WWE.
McMahon. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and run down our predictions.
I will say I am disappointed with this pay-per-view on one thing.
Oh, what was that?
It's Stephanie to come out and tell us how she created tag team wrestling.
I was really surprised that she didn't do that as well.
I knew it was going to happen because I saw a thing out that a case that was not coming on Evolution.
I kind of wish it had, though.
You know what? They're probably going to wait until tonight to do it because we're recording this on a Monday for a change because I'm moving on Wednesday.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Which means our next couple of episodes, well, the next couple of weeks, we might not have new episodes up. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. We're gonna work through it, and then we're gonna come up with a new format to be able to get Tim to still record with me somehow.
He's gonna
1,500 miles away.
Adam's gonna fly me in every Friday.
Yeah, totally.
Because he's so rich.
Oh yeah, billions upon. You know that I'm a billionaire, right?
Really? I thought you were a trillionaire. That's actually kind of disappointing.
There was a downturn in the stock market recently, and it did take a few billion away from me.
Okay.
I wasn't too worried about it because, I moved from like 3.2 trillion down to like 997 billion.
It's still a lot to lose.
It was, but, when you compare numbers, totally fine. I'm still safe. Don't have to worry about anything.
I know some people who would disagree with that, but...
Oh, no. I'm totally fine. Totally fine.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about Evolution.
Yes.
A show that none of us have watched yet.
Well, I would have if the Red Sox had not won the World Series and I had to go to my day job.
At night.
Yeah. Oh, God. Why did they have to win the World Series last night? Why couldn't they have won it like a couple of days later?
Because they hate you.
I know. I'm like, congratulations, guys. Hometown baseball team, sportsing,
Yeah, I don't care.
I just...
Okay, I have a
I'm
quick
tired.
question.
I want to go to bed, okay?
I know this is supposed to be about all the women.
Yeah.
I do just have a question that I'm going to miss. Now that Elias is a babyface, what are we going to do? Who are we going to look to actually get that insult to our local sports team?
Probably The Miz.
Oh, okay.
Or John Cena is going to come back as heel, but that's all he does is just terribly, like, most obvious insults to teams, local teams as possible. Like, it'll be great when, like, the area doesn't have a major sports team, and he's just going to be like, all right, let's find out a local high school football team that I can make fun of then.
All right.
And he has to, like, he actually brings his phone out to look these things up. He's like, hold on a second. I gotta insult you guys properly. Yeah, did you know that so-and-so has done this badly? Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. He's your favorite. You guys don't shower. Yeah, that's right. Like the very old school heel insults to the crowd.
You didn't shower. Wow. That's been a while.
I know. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and get right into our predictions and running over the card.
There was no pre-show on this card.
I mean, no, there was no match on the pre-show.
Yes, that's what I mean.
But there was an hour-long pre-show that I skimmed through trying to find a match. I was like, okay, they're gonna do some no-named pre-show match, and it's gonna be cool. Instead, technically, there was a singles match for the NXT UK Women's Championship. That was totally dark.
Oh yeah.
It was Rhea Ripley defeated Dakota Kai.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wait, this title doesn't exist yet.
No, it doesn't.
So how did she defeat somebody?
I know. Yeah. It wasn't. I wish they had it out, and they could have had it on the main card, but this is what happens when you try to hold on to a TV deal in England and it doesn't come out. So you resort to the network.
Yeah, I know.
Oh well, it happens, and soon enough it'll go on because NXT UK is now getting 2 hours, airing 2 back-to-back episodes to get us caught up.
Probably. Awesome. I mean, that's pretty sweet. I can't wait to actually start checking it out. So yes, the show started off with the Trish Stratus and Lita versus Alicia Fox and Mickie James.
I don't know who that first team you said was, because as far as I know, it's Bestie's Best for Business that's in this match.
God, really? Right.
Wow.
Well, we both had picked the team of Mickie, and turns out to be Alicia Fox.
I don't know what you're talking about, because on Saturday, once I found out that it was Alicia Fox, I told you I changed mine.
We recorded it before Saturday.
I told you to put a note on there that we changed her.
Once it's been written on the paper, it cannot be changed.
Yes, it can.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Unless it's changed during the recording.
I got it right.
No,
so
you
that's
didn't.
1 for me, 0 for you.
We both got a 0 on that one.
1 for me, 0 for you.
But yeah, the reports are that Trish looked amazing in this match.
Okay.
That she hasn't missed a step at all.
That's good.
Well, Lita, on the other hand, actually has. Just kind of felt bad for her.
You can just kind of tell how she moved when she came into the Royal Rumble. She's not the athlete she was back in her prime.
No.
Injuries have taken toll.
Life happens.
Yeah, so I don't blame her, but at the same time, probably shouldn't be wrestling anymore.
Stay behind the commentary desk. You're way better back there anyway.
Yeah.
It's better for you. It's a better opportunity because of your talents. Lita was always good on the mic.
Oh yeah.
I kind of just, for a long time, I thought her with the Hardys was overshadowing her potential.
Mm-hmm.
And as the years went on, I realized that it was just no, actually, it's helping her. She's further into the limelight because of it. Also, at the time, the women's division was, terrible.
So you didn't think she wasn't a good worker back then either?
I wasn't going to say a bad worker in any way.
Mm-hmm.
She was more than good enough to do her job.
Yeah.
It was... How can I put this without... She was good, but I wanted her to be better.
Yeah.
To be on the level that Trish was, and she wasn't.
I would disagree with that, especially by the time she left WWE.
Oh, at the very end, she was at her peak.
Oh no, I'm gonna say before then, she was at that level. It was the match styles that they had her in that didn't give you the hint that she was doing better. She was beyond that. That's
probably all it was.
Yeah.
Just the booking itself for her just didn't help her shine.
No.
But I always felt as I said, at first that she was being overshadowed by the Hardys and just kind of a sidekick to them.
Yeah.
And then it was just oh, no, she's actually good. And then it was just oh, well, she's good.
Yeah.
I guess.
No.
But I can't really compare her to too many people because there's not much going on.
Also, one thing I think that helped was when she finally turned heel and joined Edge.
Mm-hmm.
That helped her a lot too.
Yes.
Because she was able to, when she was wrestling that way, oh my God, she was able to be no, I don't care.
Yeah.
I can actually be more actually what I'd like to be in the ring.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It showed that she was much better then. But yeah, obviously time has caught up to her.
That would happen when you break your neck.
Yes. You know, and I mean, yes, she can still go in the ring, but it's not at the level that she used to be able to.
Yes.
And I've heard nothing about Alicia Fox and Mickey. I mean, Mickey is Mickey, and she's awesome.
Mickey can still go. We know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And Elise Fox.
Hey, she's got a really nice Northern Light suplex.
Yeah, but the fact that you have to watch a match to be able to see that, it's everything before that sucks, and I don't care.
Look, I'm trying to stay positive here, man.
No.
She's got a really nice Northern Light suplex.
No. On the heel, I don't like it. I
All
don't
right,
care.
so next up on the card was the 20 women historic. It's part of the title. Historic Women's Battle Royale for the Women's Championship. For a Women's Championship match.
Yep.
Which was won by Nia Jax.
God. We've already seen.
We've seen Nia versus Ronda already.
Something tells me she's gonna make a crossover to SmackDown, so we can have it be against
Becky.
But I don't even want to see that.
Yeah, I know.
Be frank, she's not good in the ring. I'm just
See, this is a moment where we have so many women
yeah.
on the overall roster that we can actually go look at them and go, yeah, you're, 10 more years ago, she would have been a dominating force in the ring, in the division.
Yeah.
Now, once again, you could say, oh, well, she's overshadowed and badly booked. No, she's just mediocre in the ring.
Yeah, she's just...
Her and Tamina are just mediocre in the ring.
I mean, part of it, this is not the...
she's better than Tamina. I will say that.
She's better than Tamina. I mean, part of it is her weight, so she can't move that fast. Not that it's a big deal. We've seen people.
We're not saying that she needs to lose weight.
No, it's just
she just needs to be a little bit more athletic in the ring.
Honestly, I don't think if she lost the weight, it would help her in the long run because she's just not athletic.
Yeah.
And maybe she'd be able to move a little bit faster, but that's still, I don't think it would help her. As much as I want to see a big dominating person like Amazing Kong.
Yeah.
Or Karma in WWE.
Or who was it that actually married Santino? Beth Phoenix.
No. Beth Phoenix married Edge.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They have 2 kids.
Okay, never mind. But yeah, Beth Phoenix was dominating in the ring.
Yes, and she can move.
Yeah.
Though her wrestling, the style they had her wrestle was boring.
Yes, it was.
But she could actually... I've seen some of her earlier stuff, and she could go.
I kind of wish that she had been allowed to be the Kurt Angle, the Bret Hart of the division.
Yeah.
Where she's like, no, I'm just a technical masterpiece.
See, one of the things
I'm going to destroy you slowly.
Because when she first came in and you saw what she could do, you saw she could go. She was powerful, but she could go. When she turned heel, but then she got hurt or something like that, and when she came back, it was just what we got from her, and I'm just, it was her. She wasn't bad in the ring ever. It was just like I didn't care because one, she was so much better than everyone usually in the ring, the person in the ring was.
Right. I mean, she was part of the Divas era, and she was way better than anyone in that division at the time.
But they couldn't keep up with her, but also just her style was just not good.
No.
And they had her wrestle. Let me make it clear. The style they had her wrestle, because we know she can go.
Yes.
But
yeah.
Whatever.
Totally didn't realize. You know that Nia is actually from Australia?
She's she's cousin of The Rock.
Yeah, she's part of the Anoa'i family.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's born in Australia.
Nice. Oh, by the way, I will say this. I love the little shout out to Roman Reigns that she and Tamina had in the match.
Did they stroke their forearms?
No, they looked at each other and they went like, ah! And they went to attack.
Oh, they did the Raw?
Yeah, and they went to attack Lana. Though it looked like in the clip, Lana sidestepped it. Because she's just sitting there like this, and she's like, you look like, okay, she's selling.
Yep.
better than she has in the past. And
Yes.
she just moves, it looks like. So I'll actually have to watch this match and see what she did. But it looks like she moves from their away out of their attack. Don't know for sure, but I mean, nice little shout out.
Okay.
Especially since Tamina and Nia are related to Roman Reigns.
No. Tamina's not actually related to him.
Wait, she's part of Jimmy Snuka, isn't he?
Yes,
Part of
no.
the clan. Really?
Yeah.
I thought she was.
No. He's a quote unquote member of the NOI family, but not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it's one of those that it's just like much in the same way that Rock calls Jimmy Snuka, called Jimmy Snuka Uncle Jimmy. It was just because the families were so much friends.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like they basically consider each other family because it's just, hey, we've always been friends and family, so you're family. Like, didn't you ever have a friend, a family who's, friends with your mom or dad, and you kind of considered them family because you always hung out together?
She's a cousin of the Usos.
Yes.
So, because her uncles are the Wild Samoans and Rikishi. So by extension, it means she's a cousin of the Usos, whom Tamina managed in her early years. Roman Reigns and Rousey's sons are one of the Wild, and just cuts off there. But yeah, so technically she is.
Technically.
More like probably like a second, third cousin.
Yeah, it's one of those that it's a
Yeah, but she is more direct than we thought.
yeah. That's
I was thinking she was more in direct line, like the Usos.
yeah.
But no, okay, so she's in the family, but more like as a second,
Yeah.
third cousin area. Okay, well that's good to know.
Yeah.
So, but it was a nice little shout out for them to do for that.
We both just randomly chose. It didn't count.
No,
but,
it didn't count.
Like
It
I
counts-
chose Asuka, and she was eliminated 5th from last.
Yeah, I know.
You chose Peyton Royce,
I know.
the first person eliminated.
I know. Oh,
You should get negative points for that.
No, I shouldn't. But no, and you know what the funny thing is? I read the fans were furious that the Iconics were the first ones out
Oh yeah, 1, 2, and then
because
the third one. It was a little while later.
the thing is like the Iconics are over the fans.
I know.
They earned their spot in NXT down there with the fans because when Ember Moon won the vacant NXT championship, when they announced Peyton as part of the four-way, you had a verbal cheer. Like, ah! There was an online poll going on Twitter which they all were saying Peyton Royce should win the title.
Oh wow.
That's how over they were with NXT. So when they get called up, you'd hope they would do something. They'd do something with them, but no.
No, not really.
Oh, we need some jobbers for the women. We'll use them. Why?
Why do you keep doing this?
I get if you get someone who can't really go, and you need to call up, you can job them. But they can wrestle.
You shouldn't be calling up top end people from a developmental to just be the next level jobber.
Especially since they're pretty much homegrown talent.
Yeah.
Her and Billie Kay were on the indie scene for maybe a year before they were signed from Australia.
Yep.
From what I understand, they didn't have a lot of matches, so they were pretty much considered homegrown talent.
I would consider them homegrown talent.
Why wouldn't you celebrate that? Push them to the moon to say your developmental system actually works.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No. Anyway.
The other problem was,
yes.
really quickly, is there's a big movement by the fans to see Ember Moon win.
Yeah, there was negative fan reaction when Nia won.
Yes.
And I don't think it was necessarily because Nia won. It was Ember Moon being eliminated.
Yeah, they wanted to see her win because she's done nothing on the main roster since she got called up.
Yeah.
And just a side note, if any of you are hearing like a little,
some tapping.
Yeah, it's
My roommate is in the next room over, which is the kitchen, and he is cooking.
just so you know, I don't know if it's the mic is picking her up,
I don't know either.
but I just wanted to make sure if you do hear that, you know what that is.
Yes. Next up we have the 2018 Mae Young Classic tournament final match.
My second victory of the night.
No, it wasn't. You chose Kairi Sane.
Oh, I thought you said the Mae Young Classic.
Yep.
This is
Oh, wait. Yeah. Sorry.
because I got this one right.
Yeah, we both chose Tony Storm. We were like, no, it's her time for this one.
Yeah, I convinced you to change it. I shouldn't have convinced you.
Also, I don't know. I saw this video. I believe it was the last Botchamania. Io Shirai
Yeah.
cannot hit her moonsault properly. She has either landed knees on chest.
Ooh,
I mean, like, she's straight out, but like it's knees on chest and scramble back to get on for the pin, or her head and like their left side. Like she is overshot twice, undershot once. You're just like, come on.
It's also could be possible because she's in a bigger ring than what she's used to.
Maybe that might be why she undershot the first one, and then she's trying to, move people.
Yeah.
Because the second one, I saw that she moved somebody closer, and then overshot, and it was just like, all right.
Because when she came in, she was literally her first matches were in part of the tapings for the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah.
Sure, she probably got some used to in the ring, but it's going out there and being in a bigger ring than you're used to, it's gonna change dynamics.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you gotta get used to it.
Also, when you see like big time stars who have been in the WWE go to a smaller indie venue,
Yep.
and they go from the WWE used the 15-foot ring,
20 by 20.
20 by 20. They go to the 15s or even a 10-foot
Yeah.
ring. Like right then, some of these bigger guys, 3 steps and they're across the entire ring,
Yeah.
and they're just like, oh, well, normally that 3 steps is me getting into the run.
Yeah.
So,
So no,
yeah.
it's definitely one of those things where it's probably a distance thing, but from what I've been told about this match, it's amazing.
Yeah.
On IGN, I cannot think of his name off the top of my head. I should really write his name down because I quote him so much. Not as much since he stopped doing the wrestling wrap-up. But anyway, he said he felt that there was at least another 2 or 3 minutes left in the match when it ended. But it was a long enough match.
Yeah.
And it was done well. So, I can't wait to watch this match.
Yeah, I can't really just reading the quick write up on Wikipedia.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to this one a lot. All right, so yes, we both got that one correct.
My second victory of the night.
Yes. Next up is Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya taking on the Riot Squad in a 6-woman tag team match. Yep, that's right. Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya won, and the Riot Squad jobbed out to them.
Should have known. I think if I actually go back and watch their last match, I'm pretty sure the Riot Squad won. So it was obviously.
This is one thing I hate about the 50-50 booking.
I know.
Is that not only is it just like, oh well, you know what, you're gonna get a couple of wins in a row, and then you're gonna lose, and then you're gonna get another loss.
Yeah.
Instead, it's been like win 1 week, lose the next. Win 1 week, lose the next. I'm like, that is too formulaic.
One thing just popped in my head. They could use this matchup to crown the women's tag champions if they wanted to.
Yes, they could.
Good contenders. But beside, I don't want the women's tag titles anymore.
Why not?
I want a women's 6 tag.
WWE would have to introduce any 6-person, a 6-person tag team division first. You know that they would not allow the women to do it first.
I know, but if you want to make history, why not do it?
Well,
I know I'm using logic here, but
then the 6-women tag team championship would have to be called the historic 6-women tag team match.
No.
Tag team.
No, it wouldn't have to be the titles. Wouldn't have to be called that. The match would have to be called that.
Well, that would be too.
I
So
know.
it's the historic 6-women tag team match for the historic 6-woman tag team championship.
Huh.
Historic.
I think you're
From
real,
Stephanie, created by Stephanie McMahon.
aka Vince McMahon.
But yeah, this
Nothing really to note from what I understand from this match.
I can't say anything.
It wasn't from what the scheme of IGN's. It wasn't bad, but yeah, we've seen it enough. Good chemistry though.
I mean, one of the cool things was Natalya performing a double sharpshooter on Riot and Logan.
Really?
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. What's next?
Okay. Yeah, you know what? That was it ended up the standard WWE style of multi-singles tag match.
Yeah.
Where everyone hit their finisher at the end.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Like I just looking that over, it was just like Natalya hits her finisher, this person hits their finisher, Sasha hit her finisher, Bailey hit her finisher, and it was just like, why do you have to end matches like this? It's too obvious.
Because everyone's gotta get their shit in.
Just win the match and go away.
Oh, God.
Anyway, next up is the singles match for the NXT Women's Championship between Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, this is one I got wrong. But okay, so I was confused on this one. I kind of really skimmed this one.
Yeah.
Results on Wrestling Inc. But on IGN, they pointed out somehow a conundrum with Ronda. I don't know if Ronda actually got involved or she's out there.
Like from what I'm seeing in the write-up, Ronda wasn't even part of it.
Yeah, but apparently he was saying something about how Shayna had helped to win back the belt.
From Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke.
Okay, so they interfered.
Yes.
Okay, making their NXT debuts then.
Which kind of creates the MMA 4 horsewomen.
Yes, but without Ronda technically. But yeah,
being there.
But okay, that makes more sense then, though, because he was talking about Ronda. Maybe she was in the crowd cheering on.
I don't know.
And
no, she would have had to be in the back because she would have had a match later on.
Yeah, but maybe because of this, she was out there to support her friends, but not at ringside. I don't know, but he was talking about something about Ronda and dealing with the
Ronda's face,
the dual nature of her. Because in NXT, technically she's a heel because when she's cheering on a heel, whereas in the main roster she's a babyface.
She's not either.
No. She's Ronda Rousey.
She's a fighter.
She's Ronda Rousey. She comes out to fight.
That's all she's there for.
She doesn't need to have...
She is Stone Cold Ronda Rousey. No, she is Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Yes.
She's just there for a fight.
She's there for a fight. And that's why she could actually put her with the 4 horsewomen of MMA and still have her get cheers from it because she's there to fight.
Yes, that's all she's there for.
Honestly, I think it would hurt the other 3 as a heel if you put her with her because they would start getting cheers as well.
Whatever.
Because they were there for a fight.
But yeah, it was Baszler won the title. She's now, as I called it, 2-time NXT, first ever 2-time NXT Women's Champion.
When we made these predictions, I was thinking that the same thing. I'm like, I'm going against them making history here. I know I'm going to regret this in the long time, but I had to have a feeling that Kairi Sane was going to win this. We'll probably get, because they didn't know booking. No matches are set up for the NXT tapings.
Yeah.
For the women's title. For NXT TakeOver War Games. Oh. So they'll probably use this as a basic line and do back scene stuff to build a rematch for it. So who knows? Maybe Kairi Sane will end up with it back on there again. Pulling what they did with Nakamura and Joe.
No.
Where Joe became the first 2-time NXT champion, and Nakamura pulled it off.
After.
2 weeks later in Japan.
Well, I mean, yeah. But yeah, Baszler did win by technical submission.
Okay.
I've never understood that title in wrestling. It's either a submission or it's not. What's technical? Sane pass out?
Oh, that's what I'm thinking.
Once again, these are things that you need to put into the write-up. God,
Yeah.
and we got to watch it later anyway.
We really should have watched beforehand, but oh well.
I had to work, okay?
I was trying to, but I had to record a video.
Yeah. Jeez. Anyway, but yeah, I got that one right. You got that one wrong.
Both were valid picks.
Anyway, so next up was the match of the night, which honestly should have been the main event match.
Yes, it should have.
Becky Lynch defending her her SmackDown Women's
Yes.
Championship in a last woman standing match against Charlotte Flair, and she owned it.
And from what I read at the end of Wrestling Inc.'s write-up of the match, when she won, the fans exploded
Yes.
into cheers. Like, okay, if that's not a sign that the fans are they want Becky and not Charlotte,
Yeah.
I don't know what it's gonna get to WWE.
We want Becky.
We
We've
like-
always wanted Becky.
Yes. We're finally getting what we want from Becky. So if you try to use that as a way to get her over as a heel, you're not going to get her over as a heel.
She's not going to be a true heel.
Your best way to get her over as a heel, which I'm afraid to say with these mics in here, is to have her go back to what she was doing beforehand. That'll get her over as a heel.
Oh, not doing anything, just being a weak little backstory person.
Yeah. And purposely doing that.
Oh yeah, you will get her booed.
You'll get her booed. I'm afraid I said that because now on SmackDown, that's exactly what we're going to do
Exactly.
to get her over as a heel.
But yeah, it's I don't even know how this match finished because it's not written up in here. God, seriously.
This is why something about what I read was the 10 count was coming and Charlotte kind of got to her feet but fell at the last second or something like that, so she wasn't fully up but then fell and got the 10 count or something like that.
I have no idea. I'm checking out PW Mania to look it up right this second. And results. And waiting for the internet. Slow internet.
Whose fault is that?
Comcast?
Guy who pays for the internet.
Comcast? Because honestly, I've got a ton of money. I mean, I'm a billionaire.
Yeah.
I'm a billionaire.
A cheap billionaire.
Oh, so yes, Kairi Sane did pass out.
Okay.
So it was technical submission then.
Yes.
Go away. Becky, so they no, it was a power bomb off the top rope.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. From Becky to Charlotte, which that was it.
Okay.
Through a table from Parmov. Yeah, through a table.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that shows that the women are able to go and able to do these things.
Yeah.
And sometimes the table does break, unlike when Sasha and Charlotte tried to do that.
Or when CM Punk tried to get put through an announce table.
Yeah, sometimes. You know what? Sometimes you are the table.
As much as I love seeing these kind of matches and the women are finally able to do them, I don't want to see them all the time because we don't need to see them because they'll just throw them in for a reason. But when the feud calls for something like that, absolutely don't hesitate.
We're eventually going to have a last person standing pay-per-view, much like we've got a Hell in a Cell and a Elimination Chamber pay-per-views.
One of the things that I'm happy with that we haven't seen in a while was the women in the Hell in a Cell match. Because honestly, no feud has earned the Hell in a Cell match when it comes around. Becky and Charlotte could have this year.
Yes.
But it was still early.
Oh, yeah. No, for this year. Yeah.
It was still an early...
last year we had one.
But it was still early in their feud. So it didn't make sense.
It wouldn't make sense.
And we had a Hell in a Cell last year, but there was no women's match in the cell.
No.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, what was it 2016 that it was Sasha
Yes.
and Charlotte?
Yeah.
Time's moving too fast for me, man.
Yeah, you're old. We know
I'm
it.
getting old over here.
Yeah, you're gonna be 40 next year.
Yeah, I am. Whatever. Okay, so last up is a singles match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship
Ooh,
between Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella with Brie Bella. Yes, yes. Yes, Tim. Yes.
Yeah. I actually can comment on this because I actually saw a clip from this
You
match.
saw a clip?
Yeah, a clip on Instagram.
I mean, you probably saw most of the entire match.
Probably. It's
Even though it somehow went almost 15 minutes. I don't get it.
I don't know either.
This should have been about a 3-minute squash match.
Yes. Well, they played it up with Brie constantly caught distracting, preventing Ronda from doing stuff to get there. But no, the clip I saw on Instagram was Nikki had Ronda up for the Rack Attack 2.0, hit it, covered her, 1, 2, kick out, and Nikki going nuts that she kicked out and running, getting up and like, no, and then running over to the ref and like, that was a 3 count, and the ref just goes like 2, and he's like, ah!
Wait, isn't the Rack Attack also the Attitude Adjustment?
No.
Okay.
Rack Attack, the Rack Attack originally was she has it on her shoulders and she just drops to her knees and then throws you off.
Okay.
The Rack Attack 2.0 is a TKO.
Oh, okay.
She's still up on the thing, but then flings you out into basically a cutter.
Yeah. Okay.
But this way, the pressure wasn't on her neck after her neck injury.
Yeah, by the way, if you have this ongoing neck injury, why are you getting back in the ring and having a main event match
I know.
against Ronda Rousey?
I know.
Also, what did Nikki actually do to warrant her getting a championship shot?
She attacked Ronda.
Did Ronda then just go, okay, well, now I want to get you in the ring?
No, they made the match. Not later in the night they announced, oh
Nikki
yeah.
has no reason to, 1, be in the main event anymore.
Nope.
And 2, or whatever the main event for the women are, or in 2, to be in the ring with Ronda.
Yeah. I mean, and they hyped this up as as Nikki not wanting the Divas era to end. Though if you see what she says on like social media and interviews, she wants to win the women's title to prove that she can be a champion in this era because the Divas have been got a bad connotation. You know, she doesn't really think it should be that way, but I know.
The idea, yes, there were women within the Divas era that were way better than they should have ever been, and that they were better, and they elevated the Divas era. Mickie James, Beth Phoenix, but it was
Michelle
McCool, but they were
AJ
were
Lee.
the exceptions.
Oh no.
AJ was part of this in this era. They just hadn't physically changed the belt
Oh,
yet.
I know. Trust me.
Same with Paige.
Paige and AJ were the reason why they became women.
Yeah.
They showed what women could do when given time.
Right.
Even though AJ never got time, but everyone knew what she could do.
Right. Because I mean, other than that, you had you had models in the ring
Yep.
who could kind of move.
I love how the fact that a few years ago, when they did revive Tough Enough for the network, it didn't do as well as they wanted to, and this scrapped the Diva search that was supposed to return.
Yes, I'm so thankful for that.
Yeah, because great, what do we need? More models in the ring.
Yeah, no, we don't need that. We want female wrestlers.
I don't care if the female looks good in their looks
Male
hot.
wrestlers don't care.
I don't care if the women are hot, or average looking, or not average looking. They better be able to go,
Yeah.
because that's what this era is about. But there's still people in the higher ups who think the women have to be smoking
They
hot.
have to be beautiful. And it's like, there's no need.
No, because I'll be honest, you can take someone who may not be the best average looking person without makeup on, put makeup on them, and they'll look better. Look at, here's no offense to this, but Asuka and Kairi Sane, if you look at what they did, their makeup and how much they wore in the Mae Young Classic when they were in NXT originally, and what they have to wear when they're on the Asuka wears on the main roster,
Okay, very true.
That's clearly a main roster thing. Triple H didn't care enough.
No.
He's like,
It's like you're here for a job.
you're here for a job. You can go. And anyway, Asuka's naturally beautiful. So is Kairi Sane.
Yeah.
Who do they care? Why does she have to
All
wear
of these women are beautiful.
Yeah, why the hell does she have to wear so much goddamn makeup?
I don't understand any of that.
Neither do I.
I don't care.
But anyway, like, yeah, Nikki does not belong there. Oh, and guess what's happening now with Nikki?
Oh yeah, she's taking time off
But when she comes back, she's gonna be a different
because she needs to rest her neck.
because she's now the equivalent of a legend on a part-time schedule.
Honey, you're never going to be a legend. By the way, did you see that Sasha Banks claimed that and now I'm more than willing to bet it's in character that she's the best in the women's division. The funniest part is going back 2 years.
Yep.
Actually going back to her when she and Bayley were still in NXT.
Yeah.
The top 20 matches,
Yeah.
she's in 9 of them.
I know.
Out of the top 5, she's in 3 of them.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, she is good.
Oh, I know. They don't let her go though.
I'm not going to say that she's the best in the company,
No, I wouldn't say
but
that.
I'm going to say that she is consistently putting in good work.
Oh yeah. Bailey's right in there as one of the top.
Now, I will say that it is in character
Yeah.
because I doubt that Sasha in real life would be making claims like this anyway. Because from what I've been able to tell, she's kind of just a quiet person.
Yeah, she is backstage. So it's like really weird to see like this really in your face type character on thing, and you hear like, oh no, she's kind of
She's a quiet person.
yeah.
Like she's not like she doesn't shun people, but
No.
she's just naturally a quiet person.
Yeah.
Which I actually can see why the dynamic of the two, because when she's out performing,
Yeah.
she's able to live the fantasy.
Yeah.
So you're able to be this person.
You know what the funny thing is? Her husband
Yeah.
is a WWE seamstress or seamstress, whatever it is for a guy.
Taylor?
Taylor. He works in the back on the costume, on the work, on the tights and all that stuff. For
Well, that's awesome.
And so, yeah, which is cool. But yeah,
She was born in 92. That makes me feel even older now.
okay.
okay.
Bailey's in her almost 30s. So is Charlotte. So is Charlotte and Becky.
Sasha is so young then.
Oh, I know. All right, Adam. Based on what you've read and heard or clips you've watched on YouTube, based on that only, how would you rate this show?
I would rate it a must-see.
I'm talking about numbers here, dude.
I haven't looked at any of the match numbers, none of that stuff.
Yeah, no,
at all.
Based on what you've seen and read.
No, I haven't even I haven't had time to.
That's what I'm talking about. Based on what you've literally seen and heard from me, that tablet, the videos you were watching when I came in.
Which I didn't even get through.
Yeah, you got like 2 matches.
That's why I was saying must see.
Just
You know
a
what?
number.
4.25
Okay, out of
5.
I'm gonna say a 2.5 based on what I've read and think. Only because
That's an avoid.
I'm basing it on what they did to build it.
Okay, which was like no build.
Yeah, and what I've seen was some cool stuff, but I actually gotta see the card, watch the show before I officially give it an official rating. I definitely think it'll be a higher rating, but based on the build and the few things I think, there's some cool moments, but it doesn't necessarily say it means it's going to be, it was still good. But I will definitely be watching the show in the next day or two.
All right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much. And as for the official numbers, Tim had 3 correct and 3 wrong.
4.
And I had 5 correct and 1 wrong.
And you know how I said I know I have 4? Because I said that's my second win of the night when I was technically my first, and you said, right, it's been recorded. It's on this thing.
Yeah, you got 3 right.
Yeah, but when I said it, I was at the one I was counting, I didn't actually win.
Nope.
But you said I did because I said I had 2, and you said you're right because it was the very first one I actually
Well,
won.
because I was agreeing that you had a minimum of 2. I mean, you got
No,
3
no,
right.
no. The way you
Anyway,
said it.
ladies and gentlemen,
I
thank
had
you
4.
so much. Still a losing effort.
Still, I have 4 wins. It's better than 3. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let us know in the comment section down below what you thought of this pay-per-view. Can you look forward or can't wait for another women's pay-per-view? It'll probably be another 20 years at this rate.
No, I'm really hoping it's a yearly thing now.
Oh, I hope we get another one like annual, not
Yeah.
annual, dual, twice a year.
Well, let's see if they even decided to do one next year.
I know, but that's what I'm hoping.
But then I would like to see 2 a year.
Yeah. I mean, I have my own plans, but for the
Well,
time
of
being,
course.
for the
For
time
you,
being,
it would be all women all the time.
of course. But in the meantime, let us know down in the comment. But on your way down there, be sure you go and give us a thumbs up.
Boop.
You are clearly liking what you're listening to because you made it 45 minutes.
Heck yeah.
So you clearly like what we're hearing. While you're heading down, move a little bit further down and hit that subscribe button
Ding.
and ring the bell.
Ding ding.
And what's the dump slogan we have this week?
And if you're not down with that, no, that's DX.
That's our opener.
Let's see. There's also Simba. If you look off into the distance, that dark area, never go there.
That is a
We
really
are that area. Woo!